police are trained in police academy to gaslight, to support scamming operations, tenant scamming operations that use gaslighting, to set up scams and lawsuit abuse and say it's a civil thing. I've experienced it. It's a uniform set of behaviors that I'm constantly describing here, and that I know perfectly. I've seen it so many times, and I see them, scammers, criminals, lawyers, law enforcement, all using the same methods and they have to cooperate together to make it work, and I see them all using it. Scammer using gaslighting, police refusing to acknowledge that and saying, are you on meds? So if the purpose of gaslighting is make you think you're going nuts, so them not acknowledging it and saying it's crazy that you think the tenant scammer is screwing with your head. Cover-up methods. So and then the one that I saw two cops doing, the same exact answer. You show something, well, that looks like you being racist doing that to that person. And then they say, well, I'm black. As a white person saying I'm black. That's one of the basic aspects of gaslighting, is to say an answer intentionally to confuse you. I'm telling that one cop, the men are stereotypically represented as doing physical violence, females using it. No, she'll say the exact opposite. Females do a lot of physical, something that's not true. Say the opposite of your point just to clap on it and make it not true, when it's actually true. They would be trying to make the point that it's a known thing that women are always sided with in any kind of domestic abuse, any kind of violence. A man and a woman involved in some violence, the tendency is to favor the woman. And that one guy had told me, if he was told that if you're fighting with your girlfriend, if girlfriend hits you and she chips a nail, run, don't come to the police, because the police will arrest you. If your girlfriend hits you and you chip a nail, the police will arrest you. And I was making that point, and so the tendency to cover up immediately anything you say that reveals corruption, wrongdoing by the cops. The fact that they're trained to do that, it's in the curriculum, it's in the textbook. They're trained to help gaslight, they're trained to cover up that they're helping it. They're trained to implement gaslighting. Gaslighting is something cruel to do, and they use it against the people who pay them. We pay them to protect us. They're using corrupt methods to help corrupt people torture us to get money. And it's because those methods make lawyers rich and scammers rich. Money talks. So my intention is to bring awareness to people about this phenomenon. Gaslighting was used on Jeremy, a friend of mine who has autism. When I first began working there, I brought a set of affirmations. The issues he was having, I just thought, I eat healthy. Jeremy, I'm a responsible adult. I take responsibility for my actions, my behavior. And they didn't want that. So they told me, Zeke, are you a community facilitator or a caregiver? the two different roles I was playing. And they had so many therapy sessions that recorded about that. And then last year I found out that all of those things they were doing was intentional to screw with my mind. Gaslighting. Because they didn't want him to recover. Simple affirmations for him recovering, they didn't want. Because they want to keep him sick and dependent on them so they can profit from income from the regional center.